Hey guys, Lauren here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review video on the KKW Beauty Contour and Highlight Sticks. So for those of you that don't know what the KKW Beauty is, it is Kim Kardashian West Beauty. She just launched this line last month. It is cream contour and highlight sticks. I bought them in the shade light, so these are the ones that we are going to test out. They did just relaunch last week. It took a little bit. It was a couple of hours, probably like 2.5 hours for the light shade to sell out, so I was lucky enough to get some before they did sell out. And I know the medium shade was actually the first to sell out, so I'm glad that that wasn't my shade. But I did get a hold of them, so they showed up today. I ordered these on Thursday and they showed up today, which is actually really impressive. I didn't pay anything extra for expedited shipping. This was standard shipping. I believe it more than likely was coming from California, so that's actually really good to order on Thursday and have it show up on Monday. That actually makes me really happy for the brand itself, because it shows that they're quick on the ball, like, okay, we're gonna get these orders out. So that, for starters, is awesome. We are gonna test these guys out. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this video right now. Make sure you click subscribe before you leave, and we are gonna test these guys out. So it comes in this cute little tan packaging. It's like a pinkish brown color. So this came actually in a box with a similar color on the inside, and it's a KKW Beauty on the inside of one side of the box. And then it comes in this protective little packaging. And then the products themselves come in a little bag like this. And you just go ahead and, sorry for the camera shake, Kitty is going to her spot. I'm gonna fail at opening these, and I don't know where my scissors are, so we're just gonna go like at it. It's really nice that everything comes very, very protected. I had them on the table just for this instance. This is why I put things off to the side, or why I don't put things off to the side, because I forget they're there. So open it up. And you get 3 things total in the kit. You get your contour and highlight sticks, and you actually get a brush. Comes in a protective packaging, plastic packaging. So one end is a sponge and one end is a kind of dense kabuki. It's soft-ish. It's pretty soft. I've had softer brushes, but it is actually pretty soft. The brush itself, I like that it's flat. It's gonna be easy to blend out, and I do like the sponge. The only thing I'm concerned of is I like to wet my beauty blender, and I don't know how well this is gonna work, and you're gonna have to like dip it into water and wring it out weird, and I'm not sure about this yet, but it says KKW Beauty on the inside. So the thing I don't like about this packaging, while it's pretty and it's very simplistic, it's very hard to read. So it does say that this is the light highlight, so then this is the light contour. Now the great thing that she did with this brand, I will admit, is each side has 2 different shades. So one is a little bit darker than the other side. It's kind of hard to tell just looking at it. But one is a little bit more of a different tone. One's a little bit warmer than the other. And they are just in little like screw top packaging, so it's easy to use. I don't remember which one. Okay. I'm actually going to try this color because it is a little bit warmer. It has been forever and a day since I've used cream contouring, so I'm kind of excited about this. So then this is the highlight, and it's the same thing. One side is shimmery and the other side is matte. So you can see that that's the shimmery one. So you have your shimmery and you have your matte highlight. So it's basically kind of an all-in-one product. There's just a few moving pieces to it. But I do like the fact that you have your matte highlight and your shimmer all in one, and then you've got your 2 different shades of contour to try from. So far it's pretty good. We are gonna go ahead and test this out. I only have foundation on right now, so I don't even have any concealer or anything on. For the contour, the actual contour part, we're going to use the brush to blend out. For the highlight, I am going to use the sponge because I have a tendency to use a sponge when I am blending out my highlight. So, where's my mirror? We are just going to go ahead I need to make sure I'm grabbing the right shade. So we're going to go ahead and just untwist this some. And we're just going to take this. It goes on really nicely. And we're just going to kind of draw it in a little bit. So I like to, if I'm doing a cream contour, I like to do my cheekbones. These are completely off right now. You can tell it's been a while because I have the hardest time sometimes. And then we go ahead and contour out the nose a little bit. I'm not a huge like nose contouring person, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna go ahead and try it. The pigmentation on it actually looks really nice. I'm just gonna do a little dab right there. And it's very creamy, which to me is a very good thing. You don't want a contour that's gonna be like nasty. So we're just gonna go ahead and start blending this out with the brush. Seems to blend out nice. I make weird faces sometimes when I'm blending too. Now I will admit, this brush is a little harsh on the skin. And I also have more sensitive skin, so that could be why. And I know somebody out there is going to be like, then use the sponge, but for purposes of this video. So I'm blinding myself. This mirror keeps catching this light. It's very light. Like once you start to blend it out, it's really light on the skin. So if you're somebody like me that, you know, I'm not all about doing the big huge contour and, you know, going all out and everything. It's pretty though. You can't really see it that well in the video, but it is there and it is really pretty. I'm gonna grab the wrong one every time. Like I feel like I need to put a dot on it. Let's see how buildable we can get this. So we're just gonna draw it on a little bit more. I'm using the other side this time to see if it's, you know, how the two shades blend together. I mean, they blend out really nicely. You can see that better now. It does blend out really nicely, actually. I do like that part about it. The brush, I'm not sure if I would use, and I do feel like I would have to go in and kind of clean it up a little bit. But it is really pretty. It's very subtle. It's actually almost perfect, for me at least, for how subtle it is. And then you just set it with a little bit of bronzer if you want to deepen it up. And I'm sure it'd do such a great job that way. Brush, obviously, is going to get dirty with it, but, you know, it's how it's going to be. So we are going to go in now that we have the cheekbones, and we're going to go in with the cream, the matte highlight. And we're just going to go ahead and do the under eyes as our concealer. And we're going to bring it down the nose, and we'll go up a little bit onto the forehead. I just remembered I didn't blend that out. So this feels just as creamy and just as nice, which is very exciting, except I like rolled it out too much and it broke. Oh my god. It's like wobbly. Ew. Okay, so word to the wise, if you're going to use this, roll it out only a little bit because apparently it wants to break. That's lovely. So aside from it being really weak, there's a hair on my face. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. I mean, it still goes on really smooth. So I'm using the brush side this time, or the sponge side this time, because I feel like that's going to get a lot nicer up in my eye. And it really does. I wonder. Okay, that works. So the nice thing is what goes out on the brush doesn't really transfer, so you could almost kind of use both of them. So that's really nice. The sponge is a little stiff. I would try wetting it. I do prefer the brush. Honestly though, I prefer the brush side of it. Especially if you're just dabbing it out. It works a lot easier. But it definitely blends out really nicely. And it doesn't look like, you can like see the brightness and it doesn't look like cakey bright. Just go in and blend that a little bit more. It's so easy to use, you guys. It doesn't necessarily feel heavy, it feels very light. I know my light's kind of obnoxious today, so it's a little bit harder to see. Everything's a little bit on the bright side today. Let's see if I can turn this some. But it really does brighten up your face a lot, and it's really easy to use. It is a little heavy, it is a little thick, but the more you blend it out, the more you're going to move around the product and get it where it needs to be, and it's going to set so much better. I really like it though. I wish you guys could almost see it in person because it looks better in person. It picks up better in person than it does on camera. But I do like it. I really do. And I know there have been some people who haven't liked it and have hated on it, but personally, I love it so far. I'm gonna have to see how it wears and kind of judge from there. So I will post an update on how this wears in the description down below. This set for all three of them was $48, which realistically for a kit like this is super affordable. She could have way upped the price and she didn't. The creams are really soft, really smooth, a little too soft because you guys saw the highlight kind of started to break. I'm not gonna try the shimmer highlight, honestly, not right now anyways, but based on the contouring and the highlight that I put under my eyes and my forehead and everything, it is really good. It is really pretty. I really do wish you guys could actually see it in person because it does look different. I'll definitely use these in future videos too, so you guys can kind of see more, hopefully better anyways. So yeah, to me it's worth it. If you're looking for a good cream contour and highlighting duo, I think it's worth it. She did a great job. The formula is amazing. The color shade, the shade range, I mean, the fact that you get 2 different shades of brown, you get 2 different kinds of highlights, 1 shimmer, 1 matte. To me, it's kind of a win-win. It's great. I love it. I would definitely recommend it to you guys. I can see people not liking it. I can, but me personally, I love it. It looks really good. It looks really smooth. It looks really pretty. I'm all about it. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the product, I'll leave them in the comments section down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I just got them today, so once I wear them, like I said, I'll give you guys updates. Leave me any comments, questions, concerns in the comments box down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.